Hey, what's up, comic book lovers, and happy Comic Book Wednesday to everyone. And today I want to give you guys what I picked up and share with you a couple of things that came out. Now, as always, this is not everything for this week that I have, because the majority of them are on my pull list as well. So I'll usually save that to the end of the week. That way you can see with the remainder of what I've got that I ordered through an online store. So the recent arrivals and maybe some back issues as well. So anyways, not a lot this week, guys. However, I did pick up a few good things that just, the covers just absolutely stood out for me. And, you know, of course, the series runs of either 2 or whatever. So I decided to go ahead and get them anyways. But I'm not gonna bore you guys with 6 minutes of talking prior to showing the comic book. So let me get right into it, guys. Star Wars number 13, absolutely beautiful. Another beautiful cover by Mark Brooks, and I just love his rendition of how he does that. I mean, I will tell you, Star Wars is absolutely doing an amazing job with these covers since they've came out, and I'm just always happy and always excited when a new Star Wars is gonna be coming out, because it's just the artwork on it is just wow, amazing. Mark Brooks, definitely a wonderful artist. So definitely a recommender if you have not started picking up Star Wars. And if you're a Star Wars fan, I'm sure you've got this, but if you haven't started picking up Star Wars, even if you don't like the storyline, just the cover arts alone, oh my goodness, definitely blows me away. So I'm very, very happy with this. All right, next one is, this is the Star Wars number 13 variant edition. Another Mark Brooks cover. Really great. Should I say more on this one? Just take a look at it. Isn't this just beautiful? So another one that I just had to pick up. And then this is the Hastings variant of Star Wars number 13. Don't like this one as much as the other two. Still good, still Mark Brooks, but I just didn't like the way the way Luke looks. He looks like he's got some constipation going on right there. He did Han really good, and he did Leia really good. But when it comes to Luke and Chewie, I'm not a big fan of that one. But everything else he did, Harrison Ford looks like Harrison Ford. Carrie Fisher looks like Carrie Fisher. So definitely okay. Not the biggest fan of it, but however, it's a Hastings variant, so I definitely had to pick it up. And because I shop at Hastings, you know, I get these discounts sometimes. So also from Marvel came Spidey number 1. Now, this one right here, it goes back to his earlier years of when he's in high school, so different types of stories. Doesn't necessarily follow the story lines that you guys see in Volume 1, so this is kind of a different adventures or different take on the different adventures, not Avengers, adventures. So thought this would be an interesting read. I am a Spidey fan, as you guys know, so something I definitely had to pick up. This cover was done by Nick Bradshaw. He did an okay job, I think. It's pretty good. Nothing spectacular about it, but nevertheless, still a good cover. And this one right here, this is the variant edition. This is the Humberto Ramos variant to it. And I like the way Humberto Ramos does his artwork and everything. So now there were 2 other Spidey ones that came out. There was a hip-hop variation that came out, and there was also a Scotty Young one that also came out, I believe. Yes, the Scotty Young one. But these 2 are the ones that kind of interest me a little bit more than the others. So I ended up picking those ones. Nice cover. All right, also picked up Howard the Duck number 2. Now, this is a Joe Quinones cover. I don't know. It's just sort of a plain cover. I mean, nothing really exciting about it. You know, you have space, and then you have the spaceship in the back. Then you have the silhouette of the I don't know who that individual is in the back. Can't really make that out. And then of course it says right here on the bottom, plus more of Gwenpool. However, there are 3 other variants that came out. This was the only one I got. One of the other variants that did come out, of course, was the Gwenpool variant. I was not able to get that one. Unfortunately, none of my comic book stores had ordered enough of these Howard the Ducks to have that incentive. So I kind of missed out on that one. It's okay. I have the #1 Gwenpool variant, as I showed in my last video. But I was hoping to get it this time. But as you guys know, if you don't jump on that one really quick, and you're just going to miss out. It's just the way it goes. Oh well. What are you going to do, right? But nevertheless, this is the second appearance of Gwenpool on Howard the Duck. This one right here, ladies and gentlemen, is an absolutely beautiful cover of Mary Jane, I think. This is the Invincible Iron Man #4. And the cover done on this one was by Tony Marquez. There was another one that was also done as well that has Tony Stark talking to Mary Jane. But I just didn't really like that one very much as I like this one. So I ended up picking this one. Really like the way they did her on there. Really business suit type of sexy. And then she's got a little comic bubble on there, you know, with Spidey symbol and X. So no more Spider-Man, I guess. And then so cool how they did. I don't know if you can see it right here. She has her ID tag right there, ID card, or her whatever her. What the hell do you want to call it? I don't freaking know. Anyways, with her picture and Stark right there, so she's working for Stark Industries, and just overall beautiful cover. If you have not gotten this one yet, and there's no limit on this print, so it's not as if it's a low print run or anything like that. But nevertheless, it is such a beautiful cover, and because of that, I definitely picked it up. Oh, and I don't know how this got in here. All this was just a little fold-out poster that my comic book store was giving away. Really beautiful cover, though. That Alex Ross. Hopefully that's Alex Ross. I want to be pushing out bad info to you guys. All right, next one I got is the Extraordinary X-Men. Now, this one, as far as tongue-tied. This needs to be on my blooper. Anyways, Extraordinary X-Men. Okay, this one right here is done by Humberto Ramos. Another cover done by him for this week, and just it's got Old Man Logan on it, and nothing really great besides if you look at around here. You've got the fire with other kind of characters going on around here and there. So, I mean, it's not a bad cover, being that it's a Ramos cover. It's just one of those things I definitely, enjoy his artwork, so I picked that one up. And then, this is the variant cover of it. Really love this cover, by the way. This is a Clayman cover. And it's just such a really badass cover. They call this the power shot, kind of like a camera going from the bottom up. And so anytime you ever I don't know if you guys taken pictures like that before, but like next time just try it out. I've done that when we used to be deployed. We used to take pictures sometimes, and holding up our weapons and everything like that. And we'll have a guy get down on the ground and focus upwards and take a picture like that. So it's kind of cool. We call it the power shot, But anyways, this is really cool covered on this. All right, you guys saw this that came out. The Totally Awesome Hulk. Excuse me. Now, this cover right here is a variant cover done by Frank Cho. I did not pick up the regular cover. Didn't really care too much for it. I think out of all the covers that I did pick up, I mean, there were like, I don't know, I think there was like 3 or 4 other different covers came out, but I ended up picking this one up. This is a Cho cover. And then also this is a, what's his name? Dave Kwan, I think it is. Dave Kwan. I don't want to jack up his name. Anyway, something Kwan. But for the most part, this variant's actually done by this is the Marvel 92 variant. But this was one of the better ones that I thought looked really good. And it kind of struck me a little bit better than the other one. And this one, this is more of a homage to the Hulk #1, the first Hulk that came out. However, on the first one, it had him gray of hair as opposed to green. And now this one, not liking the whole hair gel thing going on, you know? Yeah. I don't know. I know, props to my Asian brothers out there, but yeah, not a big fan so much of this one either. But this one I really like. And then for the all-new Inhumans, oh crap, there was like, I don't know, there was quite a few covers that came up on this one. I didn't want to pick up every cover, and I think the only one that really stood out for me was the fact that they did the cosplay cover. And this is a very famous cosplayer named Yaya Han. And so I've seen a few things that she's done. She's been also on a couple television shows, not shows, but like cosplay related. Where I think one of them was called. It had something to do with the competition. The name just kind of slips my mind right now, like everything else that's going on today. But it had to do with a set of cosplay people going around, and it just shows them making their costumes for each conventions that they go to and try to compete in the different cosplay contests they had there. And she was actually in there. But I really like her take on the Inhumans right here cover that she did, and so definitely something I wanted to pick up and definitely like. But I would say of Marvel for this week, I think my two favorite ones would have to be this Mary Jane and this Star Wars one right here. Just those are my two favorite covers for this week. Just absolutely gorgeous and beautiful covers. All right. And all right, for DC, not a lot for DC this week for pickups, but this one, I absolutely love this cover. Sensational Comics featuring Wonder Woman. Now, this is a gorgeous cover done by Anna Dittman. And I'm sure I've seen some other of her works before, but this one to me just absolutely stood out. So, you know, definitely a thumbs up and a shout out to this artist right here. Then, as you guys know, Harley's Little Black Book came out, and with Harley's Little Black Book also came the covered books where you can you have the chance of getting one of three of the books. It was a Scott Campbell sketch cover, then the finished sketch cover, and then you also have the colored one of the Harley Black Book covers. So that was interesting as well. But here is the first one, the regular cover. So I picked that one up. And I also picked up from Dark Horse Comics Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This is a gorgeous cover. This is done by Anthony Palumo. And just another beautiful cover that I thought was, you know, well worth getting. I mean, what says it all than a badass female all geared up and ready to go into combat right there, huh? So, very nice. And then also I picked up East of West by Image Comics. Now, this one right here, I missed out on a lot of the earlier issues on this one, so I'm having to go back, but I noticed that a lot of the earlier issues now are really starting to get really pricey. So if you're into this, I recommend that you start backtracking right now, because there are some speculations on what's going to go on with this book. I don't know much for it. I just only read a little bit, talking to a little bit some of my comic book shop owners, you know, about this. And so I just recommend, if you guys have an opportunity to pick it up, because if this thing goes anywhere, I mean, this is a great storyline to it. If this thing goes anywhere, it eventually it might wind up getting big, and you don't want to be the one to miss out. But nevertheless, you don't have to. That's my opinion, guys. I'll pick it up, and hopefully, regardless if it does go anywhere or not, I still like the storyline. So I'm going to keep doing it. And then, of course, I picked up about 3 of these Hardly Little Black books. And then what I'll do is I'll do a video of me opening them up and just kind of sliding them out. I looked at Chris is actually going to do the same thing from We Love Comics. I know he had mentioned that he was going to do it, and I was like, man, great minds must think alike, because I was actually going to do the same thing. But I only bought 3 of them, so who knows? I may get all I may get all the same of the same 3 or whatever. You never know. If I do, I do. It's no big deal. But I think it's fun to be able to do that, nevertheless. And there are ways, if you don't want to take that chance and roll the dice as far as spending $4.99 a book and deciding and you come out with this 2 or 3 of the same or whatever, you can go online, because I've seen it where it's online. You can actually buy the separate covers to it. So, but nevertheless, I think it's fun to do, because you never know what you're going to get. So I think this is going to be well worth having. Just for the simple fun of it. But all right, and then I'll probably wind up doing that after I get done with this video, and then hopefully when I get a chance to finish editing everything that I need to edit. Now there are some books that I did get on my pull list, and I'll show that during I'll show those covers when I actually do my editing. That way you guys can see what else I had picked up, and it kind of gives you an idea of what's out there as well. Not just me showing off what I got, but also kind of gives you an idea, well, this is what Marty picked up, and if you didn't know if it was out there. All right, but also I had a few things that came in over the week, over the past couple of days. I'm not going to show those yet until like the end of the week, until I get the remainders of my books that come in. And I usually like doing the videos either on Friday or Saturday, and then post them over the weekends. That way I have time to accumulate everything that I ordered online. So I'll do that video eventually. This weekend, though, it's going to be a very, very a tough week for me. Of course, I got finals next week, so I've got to do a lot of cramming, do a lot of studying for finals, and I'll try to make time as much as I can to get whatever I can, because I have actually 3 boxes of statues that have yet to open yet. And I don't even know if I'm even going to open those all of them yet. I don't know if I'm even going to flip like one of them or 2 of them, but I know it's definitely one of them I'm keeping for sure. And I'll like to show that to you guys eventually, and maybe do an unboxing. But this is for my brother Ray Jr. out there. Hey brother, I got this for the haters, man. You know what I mean? This is a black Spidey suit, and basically this is a salt shaker. So, this is going to remain here, because this is my way of giving them my thumbs down, or giving them the finger, man. And we have salt in there because they're salty, right? And then this one right here, this is another salt shaker. These are supposed to be salt and pepper shakers, but instead of putting peppers in here, this is for all the supporters that we got out there, and put some sugar in there, because y'all giving us some sweet loving. So I'm a little reminder for all the supporters out there, and for the haters. All right, okay guys. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully you guys enjoyed your Comic Book Wednesday, and you guys hopefully have a great week as well. And please be safe out there, and take care of each other. And I will talk at you guys soon.